Welcome back to my page. What I'm going to be sharing in this video is the home requirements for foster and adoption through the foster care system. So again, this is in DC. Your process might be the same, it might be slightly different, but at least this will give you an idea of what it's like. So one of the main things you'll have to do is schedule an appointment with the fire marshal. The fire marshal will come out and they will check your windows, your door locks, make sure you have smoke detectors. And it was required that I had them on every floor and in every bedroom. I had to have a fire extinguisher on every level of the house. So the fire marshal will come out. He'll be there for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, check everything, give you a report. You passed, you fail. He has to come back to check to make sure you installed something that you didn't have before. Like if you needed another smoke detector, he'll make sure you come and he'll come back and or have you take a picture to show that you did do that item on the list of things to do. So that is fire marshal. It sounds intimidating. It's really not. It was just a quick little thing. I had everything. I didn't have any problems, so that was okay. Then there are requirements for bedrooms. So children who are opposite sex, even if they are siblings, even if one is a baby, cannot share a room. So if you wanted to foster siblings that were an infant and a 1-year-old, but one is a boy and one is a girl, they cannot share a room. That is because the assumption is there's a possibility that they'll be with you for a while, and as they grow, sharing a room is not recommended. So they just tell you right at the beginning, no. So it might seem a little crazy, like, okay, but they're babies. Doesn't matter. No, they can't do it in DC. In DC. They maybe can do it where you live. But that's a possibility that they cannot. They cannot share rooms with your children unless they are close in age. So your 15-year-old cannot share a room with a 7-year-old. Even if they're both girls or both boys, they cannot share a room if the age difference is that off. If they are siblings, they can. Okay? Again, this is DC stuff. There is a lead test requirement. In DC, the requirement is to have a lead test done if you're going to have children in your house under 6 years old. And that lead test is done on the inside and the outside of your house. So they're going to check your guardrails and all those kind of things, your windows. And so they're going to check all of that. The downside of that is that if you are found to have a lead problem, you will be required by your state to fix it. Even if you want nothing else to do with foster care, you'll still have to fix it. And that could be a very expensive problem. So do you want to open up that can of worms? I had a lead test done at my house because there was a time when I was going to adopt another child and she was 2 years old. So I had another lead test. I did have a lead test done on my house and it was okay. They will work with you. And sometimes in some states, in some areas, they have the money to give you to fix the problem. So there's that. They have requirements for like windows and things like that. So I remember one of the people who was in class with me, because we had a whole class before you become a foster parent. She told me that she had to give up her bedroom, her master bedroom, and prepare that room as the room for the child because of the window. I guess the window in her second bedroom wasn't a full-size standard window, a egress window, so they didn't allow it. So she had to switch rooms with the child. Now she wanted to adopt, so she was willing to do that, just, you know, so that she could adopt. I wouldn't imagine that someone who's just wanting to foster children would move out of their bedroom. I don't think I would have done that. But as a person who was coming in to adopt, I probably would have done just about anything they said to do. So, so there's that. So those are kind of like the general requirements for your home. You have to sleep on the same level with the children. So even if you have like a bedroom in the basement, you can't be in that room. You have to be upstairs where the children are. If you have like your bedroom on the main level and then all the kids' bedrooms are upstairs, that is not allowed. You have to sleep on the same level where the children sleep. So all your bedrooms should be like on the same level. Any other, that's pretty much it for like the house. But like I said, depending on where you live, the rules might be different. Slightly. I can't imagine they will be too different, but you may have some slight differences. So those are pretty much the home requirements for foster care.